Hi, I'm RoUn Lee, studying at IXL Lab. Today I'll be giving a seminar on the paper Conversational Agent Framework with Multi-modal Personality Expression present at TOZ 2021. Personality is an individual's characteristic that influence behavior, emotions, and thinkings, and is often categorized in psychological research by the Big Five trait. The Big Five is composed of the openness to experience and conscientiousness and extraversion, agreeableness, neuroticism, and is called the RoUn model after the first letter. Having virtual agents represent different human personality can improve user immersion and communication when interacting with them. The figures show a virtual agent with an extroverted personality and an introverted personality. A virtual agent's personality can be recognized from a variety of factors, including facial expression, body movement, and verbal style, and voice. In this paper, they introduce a comprehensive conversational agent framework that allows the creation of virtual characters that interact with human users through various communication channels. And they analyze the effectiveness of different communication modalities and their combination in the perception of virtual human personalities. The system consists of two main components, scenario handler and animation modifier. First, scenario handler determines the agent response based on the user speech input to the state machine. Using IBM's Watson API to understand user intent, and scenario handler determine the base animation without reflecting personality. Then converted the dialogue to speech using Watson text-to-speech API and modified vocal features based on personality factors. At the end of the speech, it determines if the scenario is over and repeat the dialogue. For voice, 5 factors reflect personality, pitch range, rate, breathiness, and glottal tension. Pitch is the frequency of the voice. Speech sounds more excited when the pitch is high and calmer when it is low. And the pitch range is the pitch variation during the speech. Higher range sounds more melodic or dynamic, and lower range is monotonous. Rate is speed of the voice. High rate is perceived as hurried and excited, and low rate sounds calm. Breathiness is the amount of escaping air during sound production. High breathiness is perceived as calm. Glottal tension is the hardness of the voice. High glottal tension is perceived dynamic and tense, and low glottal tension sounds calmer and softer. Each factor is weighted according to the personality of the input. Second, animation modifier adjusts the bone rotations and facial shape keys of the base animation depending on personality. However, defining the movement of bones related to personality is a challenging problem. Therefore, they use RoUn movement analysis theory used to structure and analyze movement to connect personality and animation. Depending on the personality value, the animation modifier adjusts three parameters: RoUn shape quality, RoUn effort, and facial expression. Among them, RoUn shape represents the shape of the body in space, and RoUn effort is analyzed by dividing the movement into space, weight, flow, and time factors. In RoUn shape quality, 6 anchors are placed on 3 axes around the center of the body. Apply inverse kinematics based on the anchors to adjust the end effect to reflect personality. The amount of change along each axis is weighted by the 5 factor in the Big 5 model. These RSQ personality weights are experimentally measured based on previous research. RoUn effort consists of 4 components. First, space is interested in our internal attitude towards space. So they adjust bone rotation in the direction of the spreading shape for applied space factor. Weight is the amount of force applied by the body. They adjust bone rotation in the direction of the rising shape for applied weight factor. Flow is how fluid the movement is. They adjust by adding noise to the animation, more free flow for a show free flow. Time is speed of movement. They modify the key of the base animation to make it faster or slower. And facial expressions use Adobe Fuse to blend the facial shape key calculated as a weighted sum of 5 emotions: anger, sadness, happiness, disgust, and surprise. And Watson Natural Language Understanding API estimates 5 emotions from dialogue. And it's also weighted sum for the value of emotion based on the personality input. For experiments, they did user study. They combined the modules to form 8 models. Evaluated the perceived personality of the agent generated by each model. For example, model V evaluates only voice and dialogue, so they could only see dialogue and listen voice. In the model VF, facial expression is added, and in the model VFV, body motion is added. At the result of user study, they compared the degree to which each personality factor is recognized by the model. Openness is no significant perceptual difference in the absence of dialogue and voice factors. Similarly, in conscientiousness, it performs fully without the dialogue and voice factors. Model VV and VFB perform the best for extraversion. Increased performance when face and body pictures are combined. Vocal pictures contribute to perception of agreeableness more than the other personality trait. Face and body movements have a positive impact for neuroticism when dialogue and voice are present. In general, the more modules a model has, the better the personality recognition. Conclusion. They combine various methods of personality expression in conversational virtual agents and evaluate the individual and combine of different modules influence on personality perception. And they user study concludes that more modules representing personality are better at representing personality. And limitation and future work. They only works in limited scenario and handcraft dialogue, so they have no real-time conversational agent. And they modified the animation based on the set of rules, so they rule-based animation modify. This does not consider the original motion and can result in unnatural, robot-like movements. Therefore, they also mention the need for data-driven generation methods such as generative models or style transfer. And emotion and personality are similar in how they are expressed, so it is currently very difficult to distinguish between them. However, they are semantically different and need to be resolved. Thank you for listening.